But what else could we use? I mean, there is nothing else than natural diamonds. Diamond for us is not crystallized carbon. It's a marvel of nature that's born at the heart of the earth millions of years ago and that has been cut and perfected by man. Hello, my name is Nicolas Bos. I'm the president of Cleef Arpels. Welcome. It's the first time actually that Cleef Arpels, at least in the last few decades, gets involved with a rough stone. Usually we are jewelers, and by nature, as jewelers, we source and find exceptional, extraordinary polished diamonds or polished stones, and from these stones we create and craft some jewelry. And here we had this opportunity to work upstream and to associate ourselves with the diamond dealer and the diamond cutter on this exceptional 910 carat rough diamond. And we were facing an opportunity that we don't have usually, but which is also quite a challenge, which is to decide what to do with that rough. And of course there are plenty of possibilities, almost an infinity of possibility with a rough that size and that quality. And we spent about 1 year working with Taché, the diamond dealer, with Diamcad, the stone cutters, and exploring all the different menus, all the different combinations that we could create out of this diamond. And there were many. And of course, there are certain rules, there are certain, I would say, even obligations to try to maximize the use of the stone in a way that, for instance, you will produce the most important sizes out of that rough. So this is very much usually the view of the diamond dealer. But in our world of jewelers, what matters is the shape, the size of the diamonds that then are going to be integrated in two pieces of jewelry. And we have some traditions there. There are some shapes that we prefer, there are some sizes that we prefer. Going too big for a diamond that's going to be set on a necklace doesn't necessarily mean something for us, because there are certain sizes that we feel are probably very interesting as specimen, but they lose the elegance and the lightness that we look for. There are certain shapes that we prefer, like oval shapes or emerald cuts, especially as center stones on necklaces. And for instance, we were looking for pairs, perfect pairs, in order to match earrings or to work on bracelets. So we had our own wish list in a way, completely theoretical. They had, of course, their constraints, and we worked for 1 year in order to define that selection. And I think that on this project, we could probably bring more diamond expertise than ever in the history of the brand. And something quite specific in that collection, because we wanted to associate all these exceptional stones with the technique of mystery setting and with colored stones. There was another stream in a way of work where at the same time where we were working on the center diamonds and working on the setting and the structure of the piece, we are working also on the mystery setting, which is this very, very specific combination of jewelry technique and cutting techniques of colored stones. So in that case, rubies, emerald and sapphires. Necklace is one of the 25 pieces that we created from the Lesotho legend that supports an emerald cut of 50 carat. And it's a piece that I think is a very good combination in that collection of the strength and the power of the white diamonds combined with the rubies of the mystery setting, but also an element of delicacy, of softness, brought by the design, very inspired by couture. There is a little bow at the back of the necklace that hides the clasp. I think diamonds have been, have always been, and at least since the 17th century in France, probably the king or the queen of stones. I think diamonds will be central in the future as they've been in the past for these very reasons. There is no better way to represent, the stars at night. There is no better way to match, the darker colors of sapphires or black onyx. So I cannot imagine that we create jewelry without diamonds.